This is KTAB News at 10.
Good evening. Thank you for choosing KTAB News, coverage you can count on. I'm Brittany Paletz. Bob is away tonight. It certainly has been an active night for Sam and the KTAB Weather Center, tracking scattered storms across the big country. That's why the weather is tonight's top story. And Sam, you're talking about the storms getting ready to make their way here into Abilene.
That's right. Let's go back to Max Live radar, and we have this severe thunderstorm warning we just told you about. It's until 10:30, and it is for the eastern and southeastern portion of Jones County, Shackelford County, the northeastern portion of Taylor County, and also for Callahan County. This storm is making its way all the way down from Throckmorton County. It has the potential for gusty winds up to 60 miles an hour, heavy rainfall, dangerous lightning, and unfortunately large hail. You can see the polygon that extends the warning area all the way down to the end of Taylor County and Callahan County. That storm has already produced some large hail. You can see the hail core right now. The hail core is kind of lagging behind the leading edge of the storm. It will be making its way into the city of Abilene. Right now, the hail core is right over Lake Fort Phantom Hill. More hail all the way back over northeast of Breckenridge, even though there's not any warnings for Stevens County. But right now, this severe thunderstorm will be making its way into the city of Abilene and the I-20 corridor shortly. Again, get your vehicles inside. Get them under some cover because it has a potential for some very, very large hail. Brittany, I'll be back in just a bit with a complete look at the rest of the evening and the weekend forecast.
All right, thank you very much, Sam, for that latest update. And while some people just experienced a warm summer night so far, as Sam just mentioned, others saw severe weather elements earlier this evening. Let's go ahead and take a look at these pictures. This is taken from my family in De Leon tonight. They experienced the hail that Sam mentioned earlier. Started off as egg-sized, as you see there, but some of it reached near softball size. This is my nephew Paxton and niece Livy. They were glad when the storm passed, but that's when they went to check out all the hail that they heard pounding on their roof. We're also hearing some reports of power outages in the Brownwood area knocked out during tonight's storms. Well, we are keeping an eye on Abilene for you tonight. Luckily, the weather cooperated here for volunteers to place all of the American flags at the grave sites of veterans. Earlier this evening, residents met at the Texas State Veterans Cemetery at Abilene to help complete the mission ahead of Memorial Day. There were more than 2,000 American flags that needed to be set out. It's an annual project that brings people in the community together to remember the lives of those who paid the ultimate sacrifice so that we can enjoy the freedoms we have today. There will be a Memorial Day ceremony at this cemetery, which is on the 7400 block of Westlake Road on Monday, the holiday. Ahead of Memorial Day, Dias Elementary School organized its annual I Love America Day, honoring all military members past and present. Keeping an eye on Dias for you tonight, students, teachers, and staff members invited veterans and active duty military members to enjoy today's patriotic program. It included songs, skits, as you see many people in costume, and a campus-wide parade. The I Love America Day was organized by a Dias music teacher in the 1980s. Well, an Abilene mother's intuition to protect her children is what led one Abilene woman to confront a man who she says tried to break into her apartment. KTAB's Stacey Wormel spoke to the woman who says she's thankful no one was hurt and nothing was taken for tonight's Eye on Crime report.
Lauren McVeigh and her daughter were asleep when she was suddenly woken up to a loud bang.
I was kind of disoriented, of course, and it happened again. So I threw on my glasses and ran to the door and looked out the people. Didn't see anything, but there was another boom and kind of the whole building shook.
Knowing something wasn't right.
I thought it was downstairs, so I took the chain off and opened the door.
That's when she saw exactly where those loud booms were coming from.
He was at their front door. He had been kicking in my door.
Immediately recognizing what was happening, she confronted him.
Kind of went into tough mommy mode because I have a 3-year-old who was asleep in the next room and just barked at him and screamed at him to, he needed to leave and he needed to go.
She says the man immediately ran downstairs and thinking he was gone, she called 911.
And as I'm speaking to the cop, the door to my neighbors downstairs started jiggling, and we kind of realized that he was still, in fact, in the building and had not left.
The officers sprung into action.
The police woman that I was speaking with drew her gun and, put your hands up and get against the wall and all that.
Taking this man, 29-year-old Jimmy Brian Martinez, into custody. It was a sigh of relief for McVeigh, but looking back now,
Like, kind of got mad at myself, thinking, oh, you could have had a gun, you could have come in, you know, whatever.
but it was her gut feeling telling her to take charge.
I just felt, you know, flight or fight kind of thing. Like, I just knew something not right was going on.
And her gut is what led her to confront the man she says didn't belong there. In Abilene, with coverage you can count on, Stacey Wormel, KTAB News.
All right, thank you, Stacey. Again, 29-year-old Jimmy Martinez is the man police have charged with criminal trespassing. He has bonded out of jail.